customers are visiting the most. Michigan's primaries brought both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump one step closer to a likely rematch in November. But the votes they didn't get sent a message to both candidates. Julia Benbrook joins us now live to break down last night's results. Julia?
Well, that's exactly right. Trump and Biden both secured big wins in Michigan last night. But the results in this key battleground state carried some warning signs for both candidates as they eye the general election.
Another commanding Republican primary win for Donald Trump. The former president received roughly 68% of the vote, helping solidify his path to the GOP nomination. Trump is already looking toward the general election.
I can tell you this, November 5th cannot come fast enough because our country's in serious trouble.
But his last remaining major primary opponent, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, received just over a quarter of the vote on Tuesday, indicating a sizable group of Republican voters are either firmly opposed to Trump or still need to be won over.
This has become about one man when it should be about the American people. That's what we're fighting for.
The Michigan primaries also highlighted one of President Joe Biden's vulnerabilities. Even as Biden won more than 80% of the Democratic vote, some Democrats used their ballots as a form of protest against the president's response to the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. More than 100,000 people voted uncommitted in the Democratic primary.
He needs to call for an immediate, permanent ceasefire, and he needs to stop funding the Israeli military's war crimes.
Biden put out a statement celebrating his Michigan victory, but did not mention the protest vote. A senior campaign advisor later sent out a message saying, quote, President Biden shares the goal of many of the folks who voted uncommitted, which is an end to the violence and a just and lasting peace.
Long-shot Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson says she's now back in the race just weeks after suspending her campaign. Williamson made the announcement on social media today and cited Biden's vulnerability in a potential matchup against Trump. Reporting live at the White House, Julia Benbrook, WRAL News.
Julia, appreciate it. Thank you.